Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Libra for the month of May. You can have Libra anywhere in your chart, you can be a cross watcher. All that I ask is that if you are here watching this reading, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, so I haven't done this for all the signs. I did it with Taurus, which they were the first ones I recorded, but I haven't done it since then. I'm being called to point out that today I have this little cricket slash grasshopper. I'm not really sure which it is, but his name is Lincoln, and he is supposed to bring good luck. And so I felt called to bring him out and before I started all the readings for the month. And then also I was called to bring out this citrine, and that's also, like, citrine is about abundance too, I do believe. And so I was being called to bring those out before the Taurus reading, but I also was called to leave them out for all the readings. But the reason I'm bringing it up for you guys is because the song that I got for you was Old Man by Neil Young. And so that song is off of the Harvest album, which was his fourth album, I believe, and studio album. And the song is about this moment, this interaction that he had in his life. And so what happened was he, had gained some success, and he was buying a ranch. And when he was looking at the property manager at the time, before he bought it, said, "What is a young man like you doing buying a ranch?" And so at the time he was 25, I think, 24, 25, 26, somewhere in there, when he was buying this ranch. And he said, "I guess I'm just really, really lucky. I'm really lucky." And so that's why I felt the need to point out the citrine and Lincoln here. It seems like there's, like, luck is on your side right now. And then also the song, it's about that exchange, about something going from an old man to a young man. And to me, it's almost like how everything changes over time. Like the house you grew up in will eventually be someone else's house. The desk you sat in at school will eventually be someone else's desk. Everything is constantly changing and moving and evolving, even though we don't notice it. And that's kind of what I'm getting, is like, I feel like you're doing a lot right now, even though you don't really know that you're doing a lot. Is kind of like the vibe I'm getting from the song. So anyway, we are going to start with the Law of Attraction cards by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Okay, can I get one or two cards for Libra, please? One or two cards for Libra. I have one or two cards for Libra, please. For May, one or two cards for Libra for May, please. To the degree I am happy, I am successful. Now that is that old man vibe, like the vibe that I got from that conversation that he had with that older man, the older gentleman that ran the ranch before. It's like, I don't know, it was like, did I say it was Old Man by Neil Young? I hope I said that. But anyway, he was happy and he was successful. I don't know. Oh man, look at my life. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean that much to you. So I'm getting with this, just like this single flower, and it almost looks like it has its arms up and it's like celebrating, I feel like you're really, like, you're blooming right now. You're really embracing, like, the spring energy. You're just coming alive and blooming, even if you're not, like, fully aware of it. Like, some of you, I feel like, are working really, really hard. And then others of you might just be kind of, like, you're working hard, but you don't really know what you're working towards. I don't know. Just you're allowing the freedom of the universe to kind of like move through you or something. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to move on to the vice versa tarot. Can I get a message for Libra, please, for May? Can I get a message for Libra, please, for May? Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Okay, so we have the Empress and then Justice, but so in the vice versa tarot, there's two sides to each card. There's like a front and a back. And so this is the front and this is the back of the Empress card and the Justice card. Now the Justice card is your card. It's Libra energy. I wonder, do I have that book? Hang on a second. Okay, I couldn't tell you the last time I opened the book for this deck, but I decided to see what some of this imagery was representative of. So I just want to read this to you real quick. It says, carved into the back of the throne of justice is, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce this, but is an image of Ammit, A-M-M-I-T, the demon who awaits the heavy-hearted dead. Ammit has the head of a crocodile, the forepaws of a lion, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus. 3 ferocious animals who are unstoppable in combination. Like Mot, M-A-'-A-T, Ammit is fair and just. She only devours those whose heart has determined the outcome. And yet, something has gone wrong. The scales of justice have been thrown down and broken, and the sword of truth is trapped and overgrown. Without truth and justice, Ammit is free to devour whom she chooses, regardless of their guilt or innocence. It says, when you get this side in a reading, do not ever think that you can sneak around justice. You may get away with it for a time, but inevitably the truth will out. It is far better to face it of your own free will than to wait and let justice choose her time to cast the verdict. The situation is fragile and fraught with danger. Hang on. Sorry. Three ferocious animals who are unstoppable in combination. She only devours those whose heart has determined that outcome. So it's almost like right now you're trying to control something. But we have the Empress and also the Page of Pentacles. So this is like the beginning of a financial journey. I really feel like that what's being brought up here is there's something really, really good on the horizon for you. If you see, it's like behind her, where's my thing? Behind her is kind of like this North Star, right? And so your path has led you here to your abundance. Like the Empress is just like all, it's about abundance. It's being fruitful. And so it's like you're on the path leading towards this, because the Page of Pentacles is like the beginning of the Pentacle journey. It's the beginning of building strong foundations here on Earth. And I'm getting a lot, it's like a money thing, okay? But, you know, it's oftentimes when we come into money, we have to be careful, because if you abuse the power, you know, that's when the Ammit is going to devour you, if you abuse your power. But if you use it for good, then you'll pass freely, right? Yeah. So there's something, you are on a journey for sure, but you have to be really, really clear and pure with your intentions. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at each of these cards. The Empress and then the Justice card with the Tarot of the Golden Wheel is what we're going to use here. So let's clarify the Empress for Libra, please. Can we clarify the Empress for Libra, please? It's almost like, okay, it's almost like your path could either lead to the Empress or can lead to the reverse side of the Justice card. So you have to be careful in which way you go. And I'm even seeing these like as like the two paths here up like that. I don't know why they just told me to do this, but so they pointed out up here is the number 32, and that breaks down to a 5. And then here is 3 and 11, and 3 plus 11 is 14, and 14 breaks down to a 5 as well. So it's like 5, 5. And that 5s are about change. So there is something changing. It's almost like your intention that you put behind it is, it's almost like the fork in the road is how the universe is going to direct you from there on out. Like, so the Empress is the Hanged Man. So, okay, this energy is kind of like laying in wait. They're kind of waiting for you to decide on the action. And you have the 9 of Cups underneath, and that's wish fulfillment. You have the chance to really, really reflect here, and it's like choose the path of righteousness, I'm hearing. Okay, hang on, let's look at the Justice, and I don't want to say in reverse, it's like the reverse side of Justice is the Magician with the 3 of Cups on the bottom. So the 3 of Cups, it can be interpreted so many different ways. Like, it can be interpreted as celebration, but it's also like can be excessive celebration. And especially with this Magician, if you look here, the cup, because the Magician can harness all of the elements. It has air, fire, earth, and water. It can harness all of the elements. But I'm getting, especially with this Justice, the backside of the Justice card here, I'm getting like it's abuse of power. It's abuse of your abilities. You're really like needing to make a decision and how you intend to use it. But I was saying with this cup is really, really large. And so to me, it kind of is like talking about excess. The excessive. Instead of like using, say you do come into like a lot of money or something, especially with the Justice card, it's almost like you could be winning like a court case or something. Not necessarily, but you could just be coming into some sort of abundance, especially with the Empress here. You could be coming into some sort of abundance, and it's all in how you use it. It's like you can either live life in excess, or you can like go buy that ranch. You know what I mean? Like he was a young kid, and he went, and what he wanted to do with his money that he recently acquired was go buy a ranch. You know what I mean? Like it's like that. It's like, how do you want to spend your abundance, your gifts? Do you want to use them for good, or do you want to use them like for selfish reasons? And it's okay to want to like splurge on yourself. I'm not saying that's not okay, but it's all about balance. That's that Libra energy. That would be like the Justice card flipped this way. It's like keeping things balanced. Like altruism, and then yourself as well. You know what I mean? There's a balance to be had there. These readings are going fast today for some reason. Where are we at? 15 minutes. I kind of want to look. I want to see this hangman because there's something hanging you up here. Like, why? It's like you can access this energy really easily, but this one it's harder to get to. You know, if you look at it, this one is in like a temple, and you can get there's a path to it. But here, there's a path to it, but it's also out in the middle of nowhere. It's like they had to be like a wayward to find the North Star. Like they had to follow the North Star. But that's a lot more difficult than like following a map. So let's look at this hangman. I'm going to use the 78 Doors Tarot, or Tarot of the 78 Doors, whatever it's called, to clarify this hangman real quick. Let's look at this hangman. So you have the Knight of Swords, a centaur here. He's pushing up against a closed door that he can't open. It doesn't even look like he's pushing on the right side, but if you look here too, it's the rods, the bars are like all the way up, and I guess it could open like that way, but I don't know, it's locked, but he's still trying. And it's interesting too because the Queen of Pentacles is on the bottom, and I am getting like a very money energy about this. So it's almost like there's a path to your abundance. Okay. You're trying to manifest it, but I feel like you might be going about it kind of the wrong way. Okay, so here's an example. It's like when we want something in our lives, we think that we can be envious of other people who have it. Okay, so say you look at someone, like say that story of like Neil Young. Okay, he was young, he was wealthy enough that he could go buy this ranch that he wanted. Okay, so maybe you're envious of people who have that freedom, who have financial stability, and it's almost like in your manifestations you want to take it from other people instead of tapping into your own abundance. You want to tap into other people's abundance versus your own, because that's the thing about the universe, is there's enough of everything, good and bad, to go around to everyone. Okay, so if other people have something that you lack, you don't need to take it from those people. You don't need to go rob, like say we're talking literal here, okay? And you see someone who has a lot of money and like they're not being very careful with it, and you go rob them. That's not good intentions. That is bringing abundance to you in a negative way. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening, is you're focusing too much on other people, not enough on yourself and what you can do to bring abundance into your life. Just know that the universe will provide. Like the universe has there is plenty of money on this earth, in this world, to go around. There's plenty. We don't need to take it from other people. Now, obviously, if you're exchanging a good or a service, yes, that's perfectly well and fine. But we shouldn't want to take other people's wealth from them. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. So you're pushing up against this door that you don't think will open, but it's like you're going about it the wrong way. Like it's like the hinges are right here on this side and it will open the other way. It's like you're pushing the wrong way. You're pushing in this more toxic way versus this more positive way. And this makes it more difficult. This is like more of an uphill battle than if you would actually just like follow the North Star. Like this seems like an easier way, Sorry, I just got a huge flashback from a dream I had a while ago, and it like kind of froze me there for a second. But you often think the easier path, or it looks like one path is easier than the other, but you find out that this path would have been easier all along and more abundant and more fulfilling. Okay, so I'm going to get 1 or 2 crystals for you from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. So can I have 1 or 2 crystals for Libra, please? 1 or 2 crystals for Libra. Okay. We have... Oh, it fell. Hang on. Okay. We have number 11, which is Libra's number because of the Justice card is usually the number 11 in the tarot, and that's the Libra card. But anyway, we have the Brandenburg Amethyst. Brandenburg Amethyst, number 38. Okay, the perfect blueprint. That's kind of like a map, right? Like you're finding the perfect way for you to manifest. Okay. A master healer, the Brandenburg Amethyst holds the perfect blueprint of your soul and all that is. It heals physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, karmic, planetary, and ancestral auric layers and imprints the most perfect energetic pattern possible. This could be really, really helpful for you, actually. If you are into crystals and stuff, I don't know what the price range is or anything like that, but it seems like this could really help you if you're kind of like struggling with envy and wanting to, I don't know, it's like you want to be at other people's level, but you want to bring them down to your level versus ascend to their level. Okay, so this amethyst is like going to allow you to want to ascend to other people's level instead of bring other people down. Okay. You are a being of pure consciousness and are wonderful just the way you are. That's true. Embrace the clarity of your core being. Let go of mental constructs, karmic imprints, soul imperatives, and relationships that no longer serve. Now, when I saw the mental constructs and soul imperatives, it's like, or the karmic imprints, it's kind of like breaking ancestral patterns too. Like maybe you come from a family that has always not been very well off, and that is an ancestral wounding, and you are the one that's going to be like, you're the one responsible to like change that, to be like, this doesn't need to be like this anymore. This is just an example. It can literally be like anything that brings abundance into your life, right? But it's just like money is an example, and money is coming up here for some reason. But anyway, let's see here. Heal the past. Refrain from... Reframe previous choices that you have made in your life and take a new pathway. Oh my gosh. Because this is like 2 different paths. This is the path you've been on, and it's like you just need to totally reframe it and just say, even if you don't see a path, like here's a path leading up to this temple, right? Maybe you don't see a path to get over here, but there is one. It's just like the North Star. You just have to follow your true north, your true north, what is right to you, and that will get you onto this path. Reframe your previous choices that you have made in life and take a new pathway to step into your soul purpose and expand higher dimensions of your soul. That's the ascension I'm talking about. You are perfect exactly as you are in this present moment. Step onto your soul path and seed your future with potential. Now, I like that they say that you're perfect exactly as you are in this present moment, because everything you've done up until this point, all the ancestral karma, wounding, all that stuff has led you to make this decision now. If you had been on, this path over here the whole time, you wouldn't be learning this lesson. It's imperative that you learn this lesson, because when you heal, your ancestors heal, your future, the future generations of your family heal, the world heals, okay? So you are exactly where you're supposed to be, but you are making a decision to live more consciously. Let's see here. Step onto your soul path and seed your future potential. Self-discipline and clear focus bring your dreams to fruition. Aim for the highest. Self-discipline and clear focus bring your dreams to fruition. Just constantly try to remind yourself, maybe when you wake up in the morning, set an intention every single morning. Just say, this is my intention for the day. This is my intention for the day. This is my intention for the day. And whether you fall short, meet, or exceed, at least you're having it in your mind. You know where you're wanting to go. Okay, so you are perfect exactly the way you are. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what the book has to say about that. I really feel like you should look into this Brandenburg amethyst. It really seems like it would be very, very important for you right now. Let me see here. Rhodochrostite is on the bottom. Rhodochrostite, what is that one? I'm not going to read the whole thing. I just want to look at it. The Heart Reviver. Rhodochrostite teaches the heart to assimilate painful feelings without shutting down, dissolving denial and identifying ongoing detrimental patterns. It offers compassionate love and forgiveness. You face the truth with loving awareness. That one actually might be really important for you too. It sounds like, because this is not going to be easy. If you've been living your life in this way, it's not super easy to get from this path to this path with no clear map, okay? Especially when you've been looking at a false map the whole time. But these two crystals, I think, will really, really help move you in that direction in the most healing, loving way possible, okay? So, Libra, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank any of you for being present today. Any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.